Hi everyone, welcome to SQL for Oracle database course. So in today's lecture we'll talk about the analytic functions. So it's used to calculate values over a group of rows. It's called window. This window is defined which rows are included in each calculations. So work on query result. So after select. Make data analysis easier. For example, calculate the total or a rank. Common use running totals or cumulative sums. Ranking, example top salaries or cells. Not affected by group by, having, or where. They keep all rows visible in the result. So the syntax for analytical function, we have the function first, for example sum function, and then between the parentheses we have the argument, for example the sum of salaries, and we use the over. This is where we told the Oracle using the analytical function. And then we have three type of clause: partition by or order by and windowing clause. And then you have to specify the column name. Partition by clause. This is a break up data into chunks of partitions. It's separated by a partition boundaries. Functions are performed within the partitions. Function restart when the partition boundary is closed. Similar to group by clause used in aggregate function. Also called a query partition clause. And the syntax for partitions by clause, we have the function and the parentheses over partition by and column name. Order by clause, we use to filter or sort incoming data in order. Order by clause is required by some analytical functions. So function, we use the parentheses over order by and column name. So I got SQL Developer tool open, and in today's lecture we will run the two type of analytical function. So we have first select department ID, last name and salaries. This is the select statement from the table employees, and we have this is the window. We have sum, this is the function, and salary, this is the statement. Over partition by, we use the partition by clause, department ID. Cumulative salary, this is the table name that we will cumulative, or the cumulative salary within the table name. Order by department ID, this is just we sort our data depend on the department ID in ascending order. So if you run this query, we have department ID, last name and salary and cumulative salary. So what is this partition by clause did? So we have the sum, salaries, and depend on the department ID, it will calculate all the department ID. For example, you have 10, the salary for department ID number 10 we have 4,400, so the cumulative will be 4,400. But if you have department ID, so 2020, this the department ID will have the same cumulative salary. It will account all the department ID, all these 30, 30, 30. He will accumulate all the salaries that belong to this department ID and give you the cumulative for all of them. If you have 50, 50, 50, 50 department ID, he will accumulate all the salaries. He will add, so he starts from 8,000 plus 8,200 and then plus accumulative all the department ID that equal to 50, and he will give you the result for cumulative. So he will cumulative only depend on the department ID. If the department ID have only one result, he will give you the same salary. But if you have two, he will add 1,000, 13,000 plus 6,000, so this is 19,000, 19,000. So this is the partition by department ID. He will chunks all the salaries that belong to this department ID, and he will accumulate only depend on the department ID. So this is the powerful of analytical function. We also have order by clause. We have the select statement, department ID, last name and salary from the table employee. We have the dense rank function, and this is the parenthesis. Over, we use the over to tell the Oracle, we use the analytical function. order by salaries. This is the ranking, this is the table name, ranking. So if we run this query, so we have where, this we filter our data. We know we don't need to have all the rows, we just need this specific type of rows that have is equal to department ID equal to 50. We have the last name, department ID, last name, and salary. So this is the dense ranking. It gives you the rank depend on the each salary. So order by salaries, he will use the dense ranking to sort the data that belong to the salary. So each salary that have, for example, salary 2200 will have one ranking. This is the low salary. If you have a high salary 2200, this is the ranking number 2. So depend from ascending from the lower to highest, he will rank the salary based on the amount of salary. So 2400, he will give it 3. 2500, this is 4. 2500 is the same, 4. So depend on the if the salary is an increase, he will increase the ranking based on the low and high salaries. So this is order by, and this is how partition by close work. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.